Okay, so the next question is find the Z transform and ROC of the signal. X of n is equal to n into 2 raised to n sine pi by 2 n u of n. Okay, so here we know that the Z transform of sine omega n u of n is equal to Z sine omega by 1 z square minus 2z cos omega plus 1. Okay, so here the value of omega is pi by 2. In other words, the Z transform of sine pi by 2 n u of n is nothing but, so it's so simply substitute the omega, value of omega is pi by 2. So Z sine pi by 2 by Z square minus 2Z cos pi by 2 plus 1. Okay, sine pi by 2 means 90 degrees. So sine 90 degrees 1 and cos 90 degrees 0. So which means you will get Z into 1 by Z square minus 0 plus 1. So this is your Z transform of sine pi by 2 and u of n. Okay, and here the ROC is magnitude of Z is greater than 1. That's your ROC. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, so now I know the so now I found the Z transform of sine omega n u of n. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now find the exponential sequence, right? I'm going to apply the exponential sequence, multiplication by exponential sequence of Z transform. So we know that Z transform of a raised to n x of n, Z transform of a raised to n x of n is nothing but x of a inverse z, x of a inverse z. In other words, Z transform of 2 raised to n x of n is nothing but x of 2 inverse z, 2 inverse z. 2 inverse z, 2 inverse means 1 by 2, or this is nothing but x of z by 2. Okay, so which means that all you need to do is substitute the value of substitute every z with z by 2. Okay, or in other words, the Z transform of 2 raised to n sine pi by 2 n u of n is equal to, substitute every z with z by 2. So this will become z by 2 by z by 2 the whole square plus 1. Okay, and the ROC also, if you are applying this multiplication by exponential sequence, the ROC will be multiplied by a. So here magnitude of z is greater than 1. So here the value of a is 1 by 2. So 1 into a is 1 into 1 by 2, which is 1 by 2, which is magnitude of z is greater than 1 by 2. This is your ROC. Okay, this can be rewritten as, this is nothing but z by 2 by z square by 4 plus 1. Okay, so this will become z square plus 4 by 4, and that 1 by 2, this z by 2 and this by 4 will get cancelled. So you will naturally you will get 2z by z square plus 4. The magnitude of z is greater than 1 by 2. So this is your Z transform of 2 raised to n sine pi by 2 u of n. Right? So now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to apply multiplication by n property, okay, to this Z transform. Multiplication by n property. So we know that the Z transform of n into x of n, right? Because here n is multiplied one time only, right? So the power of n is 1. So Z transform of n into x of n is nothing but minus z d by dz of x of z. Okay, or in other words, Z transform. So now I substitute x of n as this value and x of z as this value. Or in other words, the Z transform of the z transform of n into 2 raised to n sine pi by 2 n u of n is equal to minus z d by dz of your previous z transform, that is 2z by z square plus 4. Okay, so all you need to do is simply apply the simply differentiate this equation and then multiply with minus z. So that means minus z into, and I am going to apply differentiation using u by v formula, that is the equation is v into du minus u into dv by v square. Okay, so first is v into du, so v is z square plus 4 into du is 2 minus u into dv, u is 2z, and dv is differentiation of this is again 2z, so into 2z, okay, into 2z by v square, which is z square plus 4 the whole square. Okay, and this is nothing but minus z into, so here let me see, this will become 2z square plus 8 minus 4z square by z square plus 4 the whole square. Okay, 2z minus 4 is 2z square minus 4z square is minus 2z square, so it's nothing but minus z into, will be minus 2z square plus 8 by z square plus 4 the whole square. Okay, this is nothing but, maybe I can, if I take minus of minus becomes plus, so this will become z into 2z square minus 8 by z square plus 4 the whole square. Okay, maybe I can take 2 common, so the answer is 2z into z square minus 4 by z square plus 4 the whole square, and your ROC is mod z no change, that is mod z greater than 1 by 2, that's your ROC. So this is your final answer. Okay, is a transform of n into 2 raised to n sine pi by 2 n u of n is equal to 2z into z square minus 4 by z square plus 4 the whole raised to 2, and your ROC is magnitude of z greater than 1 by 2. Okay.